hiding places for your fish in your aquariums is actually more important than many of you might think. Today we're going to go over a few reasons why you want to have places in your fish tanks for your fish to hide, some different types of hides, and also we're doing a big giveaway, so stay tuned. Hey fish friends, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. My name is Zenzo from Tazawa Tanks. So yes, having hiding places in your aquariums is very important, and we're going to get into that very quickly. But before I do want to share that this is a sponsored video. I am going to be giving away something at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. And also there's a huge discount for those of you that participate but don't happen to win the prize. So stay till the end of the video for those details. So now let's get right into hiding places and why we want to have them. Now, the first reason why you want to have hiding places for your fish is for them to feel safe. Many of your fish in the wild, they'll have, places where they can hide and breed and go about their lives. Maybe they sleep during the day and come out at night and they're nocturnal, or vice versa. So it is important to have hiding places for your fish to feel safe. And they might also act differently. So if you have a fish that is used to having, a hiding place or should have a hiding place, and if they don't, they may not behave the same way. It might cause stress. It might lead to other problems. So that's one reason. Another reason why you want to consider having hiding places in your fish tank is if you introduce new fish to your aquarium, those new fish might want to have a little place to hide and get away before they kind of interact with the rest of the aquarium. So think of it like, maybe you're the new kid in school, and I think most of us have had a situation where we're the new kid in school. You are not accustomed to the surroundings. It's a bunch of new people, a new environment, and maybe you just want to kind of have a little place to feel safe, before you kind of venture out into the remainder of the school. So kind of the same thing with your fish tank. You put new fish in an aquarium once they've gone through the quarantine process. They might think, I need a place to hide and feel safe for a little while before they are introduced to the rest of the fish. So that's one reason. Another reason is bullies. So you might have a situation where you have aggressive fish in your tank, like African cichlids as an example, and you might have a fish that might be lower on the hierarchy, so they might get picked on more than other fish. So you're going to want to have hiding places for them as well to help keep them safe, to make them feel less stressed, and also just a little reprieve from aggression. And aggression could be, just because it's, a couple of males fighting and establishing dominance, or it could be a breeding situation where the female is getting harassed by the male, and maybe the female just needs a place to get away and hide from the male so she can be left alone for a while. So they can also be great places to raise fry, which are baby fish, or to do some type of spawning. So it could be, some type of cave dweller or rock dweller that wants to have some crevice or little cave to spawn and breed. It might be some little hut or something where you might have some South American cichlids that want to, have their babies in a little small cave or something. Or it might be like a situation with shell dwellers where they use the shells as their basically the little hiding place for their babies that grow up. So basically, you want to have a hiding place for all different types of fish, even schooling fish. You could have schooling fish that will feel safer if there's like lots of plants and coverage for them to be able to hide from predators, or even like our shadow as we walk into a room. Now let's talk quickly about different types of hiding places. It could be plants as an example. So just having lots of aquarium plants in your fish tank will provide hiding places. It could be, natural things like piles of rock and piles of wood that can create hides for certain fish depending on their size. And it could also be decorations. It could be a castle if you are into that. You want to have a big, ceramic or plastic castle in your fish tank with lots of little windows and doors for them to go into. That can be done. It could also be man-made DIY decorations, like I've talked about my DIY tubes before, and I'll put a link of that up here. Or it could be like a natural looking decoration that is designed to mimic something natural like rocks and wood, but is actually hollowed out and synthetic. Now, about a year ago, I made a video talking about some of the caves and hollowed out rocks that I use here in this fish room for some of my fish, like my African cichlids as an example, my mbuna specifically, that like to have those hides in those rocks. And I also talked about some larger ones that I put in my Oscar tank for the catfish and the plecos. And that same company, Underwater Galleries, actually sent me a long time ago a few of these ceramic driftwood wedges. So this is designed to look like a piece of wood or driftwood. You can see that there's like, you know, different textures to it, kind of like wood, but there's this large opening, and this opening is quite large. It's, you know, maybe like 3 or so inches, you know, tall and 2 or 2.5 inches wide. So, you know, pretty decent sized fish could swim inside of this hole and, you know, spawn in there or have some type of reprieve. I've actually put a couple of these in my aquarium upstairs. Now it's kind of like a planted aquarium, which is, you know, has a bunch of different types of fish in there. And I have fish in there that actually like to hide in here. So actually some of my electric blue acaras will go in there from time to time and kind of, you know, use it to escape some of the other fish, some of the larger acaras. And also the pleco that I have in there will go inside the cave, and it's a perfect kind of hide for a pleco. So obviously this is the sponsored part of the video because Underwater Galleries, you know, did send these out to me for free. But they're ceramic, so can you hear that? If I put it next to the microphone, sounds like ceramic. So it's ceramic, so it has, it's very durable. It also doesn't float, so you can, you know, put it right into the aquarium. And obviously you want to dip it to get the bubbles out, and you can put it in there. And what I like to do with these is I like to kind of camouflage them a little bit. So even though it looks like wood, I want it to look a little bit more like wood. So I'll, you know, maybe put a plant in front of it or have another kind of piece of driftwood, you know, kind of not crawl, but be placed in front of it. And it just kind of adds a more natural look to your aquarium without having like a big, you know, plastic decoration that's clearly like a castle or some tube or something. So it still has all the properties of having fish be able to hide, but blends into the scape of your aquarium. Now, as I shared, I did get a few of these, and because it's a sponsored video, I want to do a giveaway. Now, before I talk about the giveaway, real quickly, I am not going to ask you to send me any money for any kind of payment. I'm not going to have you contact me through some WhatsApp number. There are scammers out there that will look for creators that make videos that have giveaways in them, and they're going to pretend like they're me or the other creator and say, hey, thank you, you won. You know, contact me via WhatsApp to, you know, so I can get payment for shipping and all that nonsense. So I'm not doing any of that. So if you do win, you will be reached out by me directly, and there won't be any ask for any WhatsApp number or any kind of payment. I am going to send these out to you on my dime. Now, in addition, Underwater Galleries is doing a promo. I'll put the code down below, and they are giving away a 40% discount on all of these through the end of August 2022. So this video will come out in July sometime, so you'll basically have over a month to buy one of these if you want to, or as many as you want, or you can use it multiple times. The code is good through the end of August on this product. So if you do want to try this out, and if you aren't one of the winners, then you can get it for 40% off. So if you want to win this, it is an open box, but I'll package it up all nicely. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below that you'd like to receive this, and let me know if you are a US resident. I will be giving this away to a US resident. It's pretty heavy, so I'm not going to ship it internationally. So if you are here in the US, I will ship it out on my dime, and you will then be able to receive this for free. So one of you lucky winners will get this piece of driftwood. So with that, like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you want to win it, or also comment down below if there's anything that you've done that that's added to your aquarium as far as hiding places, things that I may not have mentioned. If you want to learn a little bit about the DIY hides that I talked about, then watch this video right here.